We've covered the initial shock of the event, the personal stories that humanize the tragedy, and the complexities of the investigation. But as we delve deeper into this issue, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the role of social media. It seems like a double-edged sword, a platform that can both spread awareness and misinformation, connect and isolate, and potentially amplify warning signs while also obscuring them.
That's a fascinating and challenging aspect of this case, and one we'll explore further in our next segment.
Stay tuned for part two, where we'll examine the role of social media in this tragedy, the potential warning signs that might have been missed, and what we can all do to help prevent future acts of violence.
Yeah, social media's role in this whole thing is, it's complex, and it has so many facets. It can be the source of information, but also misinformation too. It can connect people,
hmm
but also isolate them at the same time.
It seems like a really tough balance to strike, especially with such a sensitive situation.
Absolutely. And when we think about those potential warning signs that we might have missed, social media just adds another layer of complexity on top of that.
Could you maybe go into a little more detail on that? Like, how does social media actually make it more difficult to identify potential warning signs?
Well, imagine someone's struggling with their mental health, or they're having these violent thoughts. They might express those thoughts online, maybe in a cryptic or coded way. But in the middle of all that online content, those expressions can so easily get lost or be
Yeah.
misinterpreted.
So it kind of becomes this needle in a haystack type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And even if someone does see those troubling posts, there's the question of how to respond. Do you reach out to the person directly, report it to the platform, contact the authorities? It's not always so clear what the best thing to do is.
And that hesitation to act, even if it comes from a good place, could potentially have some really tragic consequences.